from the Farrell Center in Waco, Texas. It's the #2 undefeated Baylor Bears hosting the Oklahoma Sooners.
That team had a lot of success. MaCio Teague, not a senior, but he's a redshirt junior. Davion Mitchell is, of course, coming from Auburn. So they have some guys who have been around the block. Where you get the pick and roll, Butler finds the skip. He's reading the tag guy. Who's helping on the roller? Then you get an extra pass, and here they go again. Outstanding. We know they rebound the ball. They are a two-way team.
Well, they are knocking down shots every time down the floor. Same can't be said for Oklahoma.
Player this year than he would have been if he had played right away coming from Presbyterian.
Yeah, and Chris, you know this, having covered this team for the last few years. This is nothing new. Meyer calls his own number and knocks it down. Matthew Meyer's first points of the night in the opening stanza of this game against the Sooners. That one's stolen away. 7 Baylor turnovers. Reeves in transition with the three-pointer, a chance to make it a 4-point play. Here's Moja Gibson, the lob to Queth.
Years like we talk about, for example, Springsteen or somebody of that ilk. What do you say?
I don't know if he's got the sticking power. I mean, no one does of Bruce Springsteen, and we're talking about 50 years of great music. I don't think anybody has that, as Kurt Queth follows another one with a slam.
This is not just an offensive team. This is a complete basketball team that does have to take better care of the basketball. There it is.
The lob, an easy 2 out of bounds for the Baylor Bears. Here's Manick. And he finally gets his first bucket of the night. That's a 3 from Brady Manick. Inside, Queth. And another dunk for Kurt Queth, who has 9. Reeves with the pull-up, knocks it down. High hedge by Manick. There's Flagler with the nice take on the left side. The Horned Frog. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com/Big12 Now. We've got Oklahoma State Saturday, Chris Spatola. What do you think about Cade Cunningham so far?
I think he's had a really big-time freshman year. His physical talent, having a really good year.
A couple of heartbreaking losses in Big 12 play by Oklahoma State. 2 one-point losses. They're 1-3 in conference play. There's back-to-back threes, first by Teague, then by Mitchell. Older teams are going to be the more successful teams this year.
They just need to get a lot of guys doing it. Big-time shot there by Harmon.
Essentially in one location in Indianapolis.
I think it's great. You know, we're not out of place as Manick buries one from deep there.
Yeah, and that's a big part. The lack of fans certainly contributing majorly to the fact that road teams in the Big 12 this year, Chris, are 12-6.
That fans provide to players and the impact that can have. The other thing I'd throw in is officiating. I mean, these officials are humans. They are affected by home crowds, even though they'll tell you they aren't.
About 2,300 fans inside the Farrell Center have watched their #2 Baylor Bears dominate Oklahoma from the opening tip. They sprinted out to a 16-2 lead.
Margin for error against that team, because they are so good offensively, is very small. Ooh! It's the loudest the guy has dunked in a 15-point game, but I'll tell you what, it was a pretty nice one.
Well, that'll put a bow on this one. A 15-point win for the Baylor Bears.